button. Make sure you are subscribing to the Football Terrace as well. I know a lot of you hit the like button, but make sure more of you are getting that done. Important win for Chelsea at the weekend. Sancho getting a lot of plaudits, picking up the man of the match. Some people thought that Sanchez in goal deserved it, but Giuseppe, what did you make of Chelsea? I mean, there's some that said they were lucky. You know, Bournemouth had lots of opportunities and chances, but they stepped up and they picked up an important 3 points.
Yeah, listen, fair enough to Chelsea to get the win. I think, you're ready. Ain't it funny how, like, because I always see Manchester United a bit like Arsenal. It's funny how the PR around Sancho's quickly changed as soon as he's gone to Chelsea, when he was at United. Why he got man of the match, I don't really know. But that's for a different talking point. But I thought Chelsea didn't deserve to win the game, to be honest. But when you've got that's the one thing why I think Chelsea won't be that bad this season, league position wise, because the amount of players they've got. The fact is, when they play these teams like Bournemouth and that, they can bring on 5 players now off the bench that are actually like good quality players because they've got so many. Like they can bring attackers on like nothing. They can bring on 5 attackers that get into half of the Premier League teams technically, like these Bournemouths and stuff like that. But to leave it to the last minute and win the way they did, when I think they could have lost the game. I don't think they maybe deserve to lose the game, but I think a draw would have been a fair result. But yeah, listen, Chelsea fans were going to melt down if they didn't win that game, but they won it, and then they all wanted to come out. Not David, fair enough, but like other Chelsea fans that, no, we won. Sancho, because he got an assist. But yeah, listen, I don't think Chelsea are going to be that great this year. I think they're going to be very inconsistent this season. That's what I think. I think they're going to get some really good results and some poor results. I don't think they're there yet. Maybe it's because Maresca is still working on his stuff. But you can see a bit of a plan at Chelsea compared to certain other clubs. So I think you can give them that. But another thing is, some people, please tell Nkunku this balloon celebration every time he scores. Like, it's the sort of thing you do in big moments, these sort of celebrations. Tell Nkunku.
We heard you sing Waka Waka for a fucking year. Allow him, bro. Okay? That's some Waka Waka every time.
That's the fans.
Balloon should be the last thing you were.
That's the fans, not the player. Brother's bringing out balloons when he's scoring a penalty in a Europa Conference League.
Why are you hitting on a balloon, bro? Why does it bother you?
No, I'm just saying that.
Chill on the balloons.
Yeah, I'm a hater of balloons, mate. I don't like them. No, I just.
What if there's some like dead deep meaning behind that celebration now? Like it comes out in a couple of days.
He blows balloons for his daughter.
His grandmother died in an air balloon accident. Every single celebration's
It is to do with his son. That's why he does it.
See, now you're just taking the mick out of Nkunku's son.
Crazy.
Listen.
Cancel this man.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got you attacking people's. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Giuseppe's out here attacking people's children. Tom is out here wanting to hurt old people. This stream has gone. And Terrace, yes.
Wow.
And Terrace. You had Deji earlier wanting to fly kick Timo Werner in his bean heads. Like, what's going on today? What is going on? Bloody hell! What's his name? Nobbins is in court. You know what I mean? The whole of Man City's in court. It's been a shambles. I mean, you say they're lucky to win. So what do you think, Staffy? Do you think Chelsea got lucky on Saturday night?
I mean, isn't luck involved in football anyways? Yeah, maybe. Listen, I said on the preview on Straight Facts that it's their bogey team. And fair enough, they won. David, how many times did you lose to them?
Bournemouth put 5 past us at our own house. Bro, Bournemouth is not a team that we just, for some reason,
I don't know why.
That small little stadium, it gets to me, bro. We can't do anything about it. They just do it to us.
Yeah, exactly. So when you put that context into it, it's a good result because you picked up 3 points that you weren't picking up in the last few years. And we have to be a little bit more genuine here. Chelsea last season couldn't face adversity. When they faced adversity, they lost games. This time they faced adversity and they won. So let's not act like this Chelsea team is ready to dominate teams for 90 minutes. Let's not pretend that they've been doing this for a while. It's a new team, new manager, a lot of new signings. They need time to adapt. And fair enough, it probably wasn't their best game, but they left with the 3 points. So I feel like at the end of the day, we got to keep the same energy with most teams. You know, if you win ugly and the context makes sense, just take the 3 points and focus on the next game. Now, when they go next game, I don't know who they face. If David wants to tell me, I'm pretty sure you'll be at home because you just played
West Ham away.
Oh, see now that's another tricky one. Never mind. I just that changes a lot. That changes a lot.
West
That's
Ham
another
are
Loki team.
But West Ham are not good.
No, Tom, I agree with you.
But Tom,
West Ham hype. I say this every Friday. Dan Lawless, I'll see you again on Friday, brother, because you're struggling out here with Fulham. We'll talk about that. West Ham hype. However,
no, but the reason why
they
West
do
Ham
struggle
were a Chelsea
with West Ham
bogey team
in their stadium.
West Ham were a bogey team for Chelsea because they were hard to play against, and it really got them up. Now they've got this Lopetegui who's trying to play this nice style of football. They've not got the players for it. This could be another one for Chelsea where they just 2-3. Like I genuinely haven't. Everyone was going on about West Ham before this season. Oh, look at the signings they've made. You know, Fulkrug, Somerville, Rodriguez, Tadibo, etc., etc., etc. They've not moved the needle. They don't move the needle. I'm still seeing Michael Antonio starting. Danny Ings, that's a bail him out.
Yeah,
I projected them to finish 10th with this team because I said this team doesn't move me. I said if Fulkrug scores 8 goals, that's a successful season. I think he's at 0.
I saw him sprint the other day.
Sprint.
He's not an athlete. He's not.
It was like imagine you put on concrete boots and you try and run through almost dried cement. He
runs like a Flintstone. That's what he runs like.
That's why we talked about that in the summer, and I think I spoke to you, David, because you watch a lot of German football, and you said something about you were like you scored 17 goals about that last 2 seasons or whatever, and I tried to tell you Bundesliga time. He's an elite ball striker, and that's it. Like he'll hit the ball and he'll travel with 99 pace. That's it. Other than that, the guy doesn't possess anything. But anyways, back to Chelsea. It might be a weird game for them just because they're away. But listen, I think Chelsea's doing well. They will need time to play good football that they expect. You know, consistent at least football. But I'm not worried about that. I think they're doing well.
What I like about Chelsea's games is that their games are so fun. Because you kind of know that both teams are going to get opportunities to score in it. And listen, Chelsea fans will say we weren't lucky because Bournemouth didn't have clear-cut chances. And I think there's an element of truth to that. I thought Bournemouth's final ball was really poor considering the areas they found themselves in. That isn't something I think Chelsea should disregard because if West Ham get the balls in those areas, you could argue they've got better forwards. The likes of Bowen and Kudos could punish you from those areas. But as a kind of neutral to a degree, or not as a non-Chelsea fan, I love their games. Their games are all. I watch both their games in the Conference League. No, but not most people that are not Chelsea fans wouldn't have tuned in. They're open. They're end-to-end games. It's amazing to watch. They are so entertaining as a team. But you're absolutely right in what you said earlier, Staffy. You look at the plethora. It might have been Giuseppe that said it. The plethora of talent they have coming on from the bench is crazy. Sancho came on. João Felix came on. Nkunku came onto the pitch. Tosin came onto the pitch. There is quality there, which is why they should be expected to have a good season considering where they are. However, I still think the biggest issue that they need to address is how to stop affording teams so many opportunities or chances in games. There's still far too much for a side that wants to progress back into top level European football. That you won't make the top 4 with the amount of opportunities you're currently leaking. However, there's loads of room for improvement. And look, I think they've got the talent in the team to be able to improve. I really, really do. What are you on, Terry? Rennie's. Actually, I've had a bit of a chest today. I don't know what you mean. What if you think what I've said is wrong? You can't say what you want. You've got to challenge me with words and an argument. They broke the yellow card record. We know why the yellow card record got broken.
Can I just say, Anthony Taylor? I don't know what he has against. It's not that he's got something against my club, but it's just that for some reason, whenever it comes to managing our games, it feels like he's got to make a point from the PGMOL.
But it wasn't about Chelsea, though.
I'm not saying it's about Chelsea.
You are right.
When the PGMOL have to make a point about something, it just happens to fall on our game with Anthony Taylor.
It was every single. This is how dumb the PGMOL are. Every single televised game this weekend seemed to have weird numbers of yellow cards and yellow card decisions. The 3 p.m. games, which are not televised in England, Szoboszlai's booting the ball away on a yellow card isn't picking up a second yellow, and he booted the ball away. Bruno Fernandes was booked for delaying the restart before the whistle was blown to stop play. And still, nobody has put an explanation out there how you can book someone before the whistle's been blown. The Chelsea game was just horrendous, the amount of yellow cards that were given. It's very similar to the North London derby as well. There were some decisions in that where you're like, that's not a yellow, but it was all performative. It was all so they could say, we were right to book Declan Rice. It will be gone in a couple of weeks. It was an anomaly weekend where they were literally booking people to make a point. Like they talk about
like that one in the North London derby where he just books 3 people for the same play. He goes to him like, you done something there, you done something there, you done something there.
There was also one that threw me off as well, because there was one where he called a foul because there was no advantage, but he gave a yellow for both of the fouls. And it makes if advantage isn't played, how can you give a free kick and a yellow to another player? It makes no sense.
There was that one.
I also quite like Vicario getting booked for his shirt being grabbed.
Yeah, I mean, again,
Colwell was on a yellow, swore at Anthony Taylor, top of his lungs. Like
didn't get a second. Didn't get a second. It was a shit show of a weekend. Based on what they booked Rice for, Saliba's yellow card made sense because he was walking back with the ball to stop the restart. But in the first half, or earlier on in that half, Arsenal got a free kick and a Spurs player literally flicked the ball away like Declan Rice did. Nothing happened. And it was an awful weekend for the referees, making weird decisions based on the stupid red card they gave to Declan Rice. And I know that letter of the law, but this weekend is what happens when you referee the game almost by the letter of the law. I think we've all realized that's stupid. You even need to do that every week now, or you've got to stop this bullshit and become more consistent. And I heard Gary Neville defended it. Why does Sky always defend the referees? Oh, do you not think they should higher the threshold for the second yellow? Then what's the fucking point of the first yellow? You're meant to go on a yellow, so it hinders your game slightly. You can't make that last, like, when you see a player do a cynical foul in the first 10 minutes, I always love it when it's against my team because you're like, right, they can't make another cynical foul on a breakaway and they can't make that last ditch tackle in case they get sent off. If you then higher the threshold for yellow cards to now be like an orange card, how can you justify booking people in the first place? It's honestly just to defend their bad decisions that it ruins the game. It's crazy. And it's no conspiracy against Arsenal or Chelsea. It's just absolutely horrendous. They need their heads banging together. Bring in someone official. For the context of that particular game, it was a great win. No CM as Cuckoo and Viagra. I think he said Viagra. Vega played there. A disaster at right back, not deserved, but still we won away. And by the way, it was Chelsea's first clean sheet in their last 17 away games.
Don't say that in front of Henry. He's starving for a clean sheet. PTSD.
Yeah, Henry is old Henry O'Connor. With Lavia and Gusto back in full team training today, hopefully we will see these two play against West Ham. Yeah, I bet you absolutely do.